Larry Summers, let me just remind you what Larry Summers said in his statement. Larry Summers said, "I am deeply ashamed of my actions and recognise the pain they have caused. I take full responsibility for my misguided decision to continue communicating with Mr. Epstein." He says he intends, Summers says, to keep teaching at Harvard. He also holds a post at the Harvard Kennedy School, and he's still listed as a board member for OpenAI and a paid contributor for Bloomberg. Larry Sabato of the Center for Politics at the University of Virginia. Larry, you were listening to the Congresswoman and to that. I mean, this is how it sort of now gets larger, doesn't it? Whether it's from the files, as the Congresswoman said, or from others, the number of people that this has still yet to touch, we don't really know.
No, we don't. And think about how many years it's been, Richard. We still don't know. This has given people, certainly me, I think others who are naive, it's given us a little bit of a vision into the life lived by 0.1% at the top. And it's disgusting. Sex trafficking. It's just hard to believe that some of these people who know better and who know how damaging this could have been had it been revealed were still participating. So that's the general shock. Of course, there's only one who's president of the United States. And he's the one that we're focusing on for the most part. And I'm yet to be convinced that we're really going to see everything.
Right. Now, I need to point out, of course, that there's, as I understand it, and of course from the Giuffre case itself, there's no actual allegation, never has been, against President Trump himself, and no suggestion anywhere that anybody's made of a misdeed. The issue here, of course, is what might be protected against others. And I mean, I don't think I've ever really seen a case where it's a case of no smoke without fire, which is essentially the argument here with the files, isn't it?
Well, yes, I would say there's both smoke and fire, and there has been for a long time. And you're quite correct. There's no corroborated incident involving President Trump, but we also know that he and Jeffrey Epstein were incredibly close friends for a long time before they had a falling out. And Epstein seems to have made this sordid practice part of his life for a decade, 2 decades, who knows how long it went on.
Larry, I don't want to age you unnecessarily, but you've been around the block once or twice and you've seen more than a few Washington scandals, but you've also seen when they've got legs and when they peter out, when they keep going and when everybody gets bored and the agenda moves on, rightly or wrongly. What's your gut feeling now?
My gut feeling is that it might have died out, except for a move that Donald Trump himself made with the concurrence of the U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi. Not too long ago, he decided to expand the public's knowledge of this scandal, not incorrectly, to include Democrats who were involved or might have been involved. And so now there's another investigation. And that investigation, which the Attorney General agreed to immediately in setting up a prosecutor working on it, that could potentially stall some of the documents from being released.
Interesting, and that could be the way to prevent them being released. Final question. Marjorie Taylor Greene, what on earth has happened there? I mean, and I'm not questioning her credentials in terms of the Epstein. She has been absolutely firm and dogged and ruthless about ensuring the victims are being heard. But this break with the president, this, I've done my toxic bit and I am sorry for it. Do you buy it?
I buy that she is angry at the president and some of the people around him, not just for the Epstein matter, although that is part of it. But I think that she believes that the Trump team has been less than loyal to her. She wanted to run for the U.S. Senate next year against a vulnerable Democrat in Georgia. And the Trump team likes Marjorie Taylor Greene, or at least they did, but they didn't think she could win. And they produced polling evidence of that. And she took great offense to that. And I think that's part of this, too. So it's always more complicated. There are public motives and there are private motives. And with politicians, you can never separate them.
And I'm grateful for you for helping us understand it. Thank you, Larry. Good to see you as always.